Hello everyone, welcome back. Melfice here. We are doing another Indie Corner. Like I said at the beginning of the series a couple weeks ago, this series is to support indie developers with their games. Most of the episodes will be, of course, gameplay. A lot of it will be. Some of it will be podcast based. Some of it will be just us going over news and talking about it. But today's indie game is from a small developer, and I love their name, Rebellious Software. They're the publisher and developer. And on YouTube, when you guys see the recaps, when this goes live on Project COE channel, you will have links to their site, information about the game, and a link to their official Discord. And their Discord is very active, very nice community. They help each other out a lot. The developers are very keen on feedback too. They listen, they get asked questions, they're very engaged. So I really enjoy that. The whole purpose of Indie Corner is to, like I said, to promote indie content and hopefully get some sales for those developers. So let me look at my notes real quick. I already said their name, Rebellious Software. They're the publisher and developer. We'll go over the cards, the interface, and all that in a second. It is on closed alpha on Steam right now, so all these graphics and visuals are not final. Some of the cards you'll see work in progress, and they're not finalized. So take everything you see each day as just a basic, solid foundation for what the game will eventually be like. And we're going to go over a lot of stuff real quick, but let's just check a few things, and we will get started. Alright, so everything looks good. Alright, so this is the interface, and as you can see, early access, it says right up there. We have the screw, or whatever you want to call that, wrench or bolt. You have settings, which you have options, sign out and quit. We're not going to obviously do that. We'll show you switch settings real quick. Resolution, quality is fantastic. Full screen, V-Sync. Advanced toolbars is not on by default, which is interesting because you'd think it would be, but that's just a little thing. And if you click on that, and that'll show more advanced information on the cards that you normally wouldn't have. You have music, sound effects, etc., etc. So here's the main interface. Oh, and by the way, also they have a $1,500. I don't know if you see it 100%. No, my webcam's kind of blocking it, but you see a $1,500 webcam, $1,500 tournament that you can join, and you click on that, it takes information. So that's pretty cool, and I believe it's this weekend. I'll put some links as well on YouTube. So let's go over the interface. You have profile, play, gods, open packs, collections, and shop, and then down here is how much gold and it's currency. So let's go in profile. I'm a temple guard, so you use a little avatar it gives you. You have overview or achievements, titles. As dailies, like most card games. You could re-roll it if you're not happy with this. And then you can go to achievements. And then there are achievements, which is really nice to have because it gives you kind of a goal side game to the title. And as you can see, you have several rewards for each achievement that you complete. We won't go through all of that, but basically you can get drops. This is a free-to-play game, just to let you guys know. Titles, so in here you have titles that you can unlock. Unattainable, Awakened Warrior, so I don't know how you get that. But Brawler, win a game with no cards left in your deck. So that could be an interesting way, pretty tough probably to win. Immortal, win one of the games. As a leader, certain leaders summon 500 Black Sheep. That'll be challenging, actually. It'll take some time. You'd really have to dedicate some decks for that. Blood Poet, win a game without using any spell. So that's pretty interesting. So they got a lot of titles. A lot of it'll be challenging. I like this. Win a game with in the first 5. Oh wow, that'd be tough too. All right, so let's go ahead. Aggro guys will get that title pretty quick. And let's go to other. We're gonna go to the play interface last because that's where we're gonna start bulk of the stream. So let's go ahead and gods. These are the current gods that are available in the game as we speak. You have Greek, Norse, and Japanese. So he is Poseidon, and we'll go over the interface and how everything works once we start the game. There's pedestal. I'll tell you what that is once we're there. But anyways, as you can read, you read his effect. So we'll explain that in a minute. Each god has their own unique pedestal effect, and you could technically build decks around it. And then you have him as a baby. You could get it and stuff like that. So that's kind of cool. And you have rewards as you level up. So we'll go back, and it's basically like here, he's Zeus, active skin. He doesn't have a baby version of Zeus yet. Maybe they'll add that later. Then we'll go here, and then we have her. She's beautiful, by the way. I love the art. They did a really good job with art in this game. So anyways, right now, for a Greek, I need to get to 8 in order to unlock another leader. Or, yeah, another leader. And then, where's the next one? So as you can see, you have to work your, and then 14's the next. So you have some, achievements and some grind, a little of grinding to do. For Norse, this is Odin, and then baby Odin. Look at that. Pretty cool. And then she's a beautiful art as well. You know how much I love art in card games, guys. So let's go over here. Same thing, and then basically her pedestal effect. Loki, everyone knows who that is, especially if you've been following the Marvel series movies. So like right here, we'll read off his pedestal. When a friendly unit dies, the next spell you play costs 2 less. So you would obviously have a lot of spell synergy with Loki. And then you can unlock him later. And Mighty Thor. I like their take on Thor. Kind of looks more dwarf than he does Thor, which is kind of cool. Oh, and by the way, this is their their power and their endurance. We'll go over all this as we get in there. So he's an aggressive god. It appears the first unit you summon each turn has 3 or less power. It gains rush, which means you can attack immediately. If the unit attacks the same turn, it has 1 less power during the battle. So meaning is exactly what it says here. So it's pretty cool. I don't play Thor yet. And then we have the Japanese leader. She's beautiful, and the little baby version of her. And she's actually really good for beginners, I feel, because if the first unit you summon each turn has a unique trait, it gains 1 endurance. Endurance is very important. We'll be seeing that later. And I unlocked him. He's pretty cool. I love the art. Summon a unit, etc., etc. I'm not going to read everything. You guys could see that and pause the video. And then on YouTube, you have the luxury of taking your time. Let's do this. He's also really good power, really good endurance, and I love this little mask thing he has there. So pretty cool. And we'll go over some other stuff too, guys. They have other mythologies planned for the game. All right, so like I said, that was the gods menu. Oh, and before I forget, you click on each one, and you can. Well, my active mythology is Greek right now, so that means my experience, as it says, your active affects your daily quest you receive, and you gain experience. She's level 8. He's level 6, and these guys haven't played yet. That's my active one. Here's Norse. Same thing. I played them a lot when I first started. You can click here to activate. And then here's Japanese. Same thing. Now they have other mythologies planned. The next one is going to be this, which is like a Native American type mythology. Sort of probably do a lot of sun gods and stuff like that. It appears to be Egyptian. I'm not sure what that is, though. Maybe some African mythology, I'm thinking. This, I'm not too sure. Could it be Chinese? I have to check the Discord on it. And then this one looks to be some kind of British or something like that. Not too sure. But anyways, they are going to add the Native American next. Alright, so let's go to shop. Matter of fact, I'm going to buy this founder pack. I should have actually bought it before I started streaming, so we could open some packs. But anyways, as you get here, you get a title, 30 classic packs, 10% to lifetime mythology reputation, 10% leader experience. That's pretty good. And upcoming trophy cosmetics. So that'll be in the future. So let's go here. You have a starter, which I... is it this I was going to buy? Either one of those I was going to buy. So this one's kind of cool too. 10 packs. I thought I bought this. I guess I didn't. Or maybe it allows you to buy it a second time. Alright, so here diamonds. Diamonds are currency, so you could get bundles and etc. etc. to unlock skins and get more packs. You have card packs of 500 gold. Hopefully we get enough to buy 1 pack during this stream. We'll be able to open it. Then of course you go through here if you want other options. And here's the skins. They only have a few right now. Eventually they'll add some more. So that's a shot. Pretty nice. Pretty simple. Love the art. We're going to go, well, this would be open packs. So we go in there. You have access to the shop. You drop the packs in here and you open them. So let's go back here. Let's go to collections. Hey, Cranberry. Thank you for coming by. We appreciate it. And here's the default decks. You get a default Greek, Norse, and Japanese. I did... well, what's this one? I have to get rid of that. It was one I was working on, but I haven't finished it. Or I have. But I changed the default Japanese a little bit with some of the cards I unlocked. Like I got her. She's an epic... no, sorry, epic legendary minion. And but the basic... oh, and I added some other stuff like these cherry trees. I added them. So I added some... as I'm getting new cards, I update the deck. You click save, go back. So this, though, is my first attempt at a deck building on my own. It's a Zeus build. I'm trying to build a deck for Zeus's Wrath, which, as you can see here, each time you cast a curse, it'll reduce the cost by 1, and it's a 10 damage to target temple. So we'll go over that in a minute. And as you can see, it's my attempt. I don't know if I have enough curses to really make it. We'll go over this during the game, but like right there, the unit loses 2 power. Some good stuff. Well, hopefully it could win. I'm not sure. Oh, and here's a D-chant. All if you have some extras, you could do filters by certain types, power. Pretty good stuff. And we'll be going over endurance and on how the cards interact and work in this game. By default, it's set to own. So like if I wanted to, so like right now I only see the cards I have. So if I uncheck that, like this, and this is by the way what I was saying, work in progress art. That is not the final art for the game. And then you have D-chant craft, and then the rarities are right here down in the corners actually. So like there's a common, then you go over here. Let me show you some. This is a rare. Legendary is where is it? Legendary should be way over here. Whoops. Where did she? Oh, right here's like this. Back to Dust is a legendary card. And then right there is, instead of going to your graveyard, remove from the game. So when you cast a curse that doesn't have that keyword, goes to your graveyard. And like Zeus, we have some minions that can pull the card back. So it's kind of cool, but it's imbalanced because you can't, in theory, cast it forever. Well, it would probably never happen. Anyways, but just in case. So here you could go by, and these are the rarities: common, rare, epic, and mythical. Not legendary, guys. Sorry, mythical. I apologize for the incorrect information. And then here's your abilities, all the different card words, keywords, and stuff like that. I don't have all of them. Like Rush is basically self-explanatory. Reinforcement's an interesting mechanic, guys. So we'll go over this at an actual demo. I mean, when we start playing games. But reinforcements are cards that can be played from your hand on your opponent's turn. So that's actually pretty cool. So let's take a look. So like right here, these are 3 examples of some reinforcements. So this sneaky goblin has reinforcement in Rush, which is excellent because he can actually defend or be a, well, you would reinforcements defend, right? It's not, you're not on your turn to attack. And so this one here is also reinforcements. You could put this on the board. This can only be played during defense. So this means this toll takers can only be played on your defending turn. We'll show you that in a minute, guys. All right, abilities. Oh, we already went there. Traits. So there's different traits: curse, blessing, dwarf. They kind of like tribal type stuff: plants, priests, undead, Vikings, and warriors. So a lot to this game. Oh, we even have some enough to craft some stuff, but we won't do that just yet because I want to get some more information on which deck to craft. But I hope my Zeus wins. But I call it Zeus Pwn, but we'll see how Pwn it is. So that's the interface. Let's go into bulk, where you'll spend most of your time in World of Myths. Is the play menu. Now, here are your decks. So if each deck you have, you could select like this. I'm gonna play Zeus for a second. Here's practice, test your against the AI casual. If you guys are afraid or want to test your deck with actual people, you could go there. Ranked, pretty self-explanatory. Draft, they don't have this yet, but look at this, guys. This is an indie developer, but yet they have a substantial amount of stuff planned for this game. So like draft, basically you draft, you open up cards, try to build a deck. Fraction Wars. I'm not sure what this will be. You're keeping it a secret, so but you're gonna love it. So I heard, if I remember, whether the developer said something on their Discord about it. I don't want to do any spoilers because it's not official yet, and I don't want the people to watch the videos and see my stream and say, "Hey, the developer said we're gonna get this." So we're gonna keep that a secret for now. They just added the tournament mode, and let me ask you guys: a small indie developer has the tournament mode, but yet other indie companies like Blizzard doesn't have one for their card game. I don't understand it. But anyways, let's go. There's nothing. You could go in there, join. It'll search to see if there's any active tournaments going. There are none. The one for the $1,500 tournament will be listed here, and it'll give you information, etc., etc., like when it starts, if it requires a password, participant's name of the tournament, and entry fee if it has one. Battle Royale, like Fortnite, but better. And with cards, so I'm very interested to see what that's going to be. And then Living Story, an epic blah 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 forged by you. So that's kind of interesting. They say forged by you. So I'm assuming it's going to maybe. Like I said, this is nothing official. Don't know anything what they're planning with this, but maybe is it something kind of like Slay the Spire, where you're kind of a deck building as you're going? We'll see. Like I said, that's don't quote me. I don't know if that's what they have planned. We're going to do this casual. I'm sorry. We're going to do practice so I can show you guys the interface, how the cards work before we go into a piece, to an actual match against a player. Because during a player, if I take my time explaining to you guys, it's considered BM. Plus, there's a timer for your turns against opponents, but not in practice. So it comes up. Mulligan works pretty much like most card games. What you don't want, you get rid of. You want your early game, early curses with this deck. Like he's pretty good. That's a curse, and so this is perfect. So let me, before we start, let's go over. I'm going second, so I get this little fresh recruit. He can't attack, but he can defend. We have two ways to win this game. One, these temples, as you can see here, you get them to 0, you win the game. Also, your god is up on a pedestal. This is the pedestal up here. While they're up here, these effects are active. Like hers is when you draw a card, when you draw a unit of 6 or less, it gains reinforcement. That's pretty good. Mine is shuffle. If the first curse you play into your deck, it gains a turn when you draw a card. So he'll shuffle. So like right now, if I were to use this curse on this card or minion, it'll go back into my graveyard, and there's some stuff that allows me to pull them. So let's explain how the towers work. The towers give spoils. So like the one way on the left, draw a card. Your leftmost unit gains 2 power. It's very nice. One thing I like about this game is positioning is very important, by the way. In here, if you go there, your opponent has to choose to kill one of his units. So if I attack and he doesn't defend, it'll have to sacrifice it, or if you have more spoils, draw 1 card. Your unit most most unit gains +1 endurance. So that means would be when we're down here. So let's go ahead and play. We don't want to hurry here because we could exhaust this if we wanted to, but this can't attack, so there's no point. We'll keep her. What we're going to do is we're going to play him on this side, the right side. We're going to pass, and this is your pass turn. Oh, by the way, this is Faith, which is kind of like mana. And like if you were to compare it to other card games or power or whatever it be it. So he's attacking, and I'm on a defending my defending turn. He's attacking with 2 power. I have 2 power. I can defend. Now, the way the cards work, let's hover over it. This card costs 0 faith. He has 1 power, which is the sword and shield on the left-hand side, and he has 1 endurance, which is the green token over here on the side. So power, endurance, etc. So he has the same power, and also work in progress art. So I could do 2 things. I could send these both to defend to stop the damage, and won't do any damage or get any spoils from this attack. If I don't defend, he'll do 2 damage, and this here will get 2 power. So in this situation, would I block? Now, that's another important thing. I love the difference about this card game is in traditional card games, when your 2 minions attack each other, like right here, let's say 2 attacks this one, this dies, this will lose 1 health, but that's not how it works here. What happens is if I use these 2 minions to block, they both will die the next turn or after the battle sequence goes through, because it uses endurance point in order for the combat phase. It's not based on actual power hitting endurance like, let's say, Hearthstone. So I need to decide, and I'm not going to defend, because if I defend, I lose both these guys. And he does 2 damage. This guy takes. Now I have some stuff in my deck to deal with that. So as you see, he lost an endurance, so he only has 1 left. The next action this minion takes, he will die. So what we're going to do is thinking of, we're going to do this. That curse goes into my graveyard. It dies. We're going to summon Zeus from this pedestal onto the battlefield. Now this is an interesting... Hey, Pie Dog, thank you for coming. Oh yeah, it is really interesting, Pie Dog. I think you'd like it. I've been telling you about this. And I will be streaming it more on in the future as well. So he comes... Oh, there's 2 ways to win. The second way is defeating the god. He has 10 endurance. If you get the endurance to 0, you win the game. So you have 2 win conditions. The temples or the god. Now, he's down on the field. He's vulnerable to an attack. Now, I have a couple options here. I could keep Zeus down there and not attack and use him as a defender with his 2 power, or I could attack and force him to defend. Now, he has 4 power, only have 3. So it means he can block with his thing. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and do an attack. We're going to use this. And we're going to do... Well, he can't defend, but we're going to do this, actually. I mean, I know that he's going to defend if I go here. And I guess it's worth it. It will force him to, because if I go here, the AI might not block. So what we could do is we could do here, he'll get 2 power. That means he'll be a better defender. So let's go ahead and give it a try. Normally, I probably wouldn't do that. I would force him to defend there so it could take an endurance off of him, but he doesn't defend. So, as again, I lose that, and then I get a card draw, which is really cool. Now, it's his turn. He has 5 damage going to the front. I do not have faith. Now, if I had faith, guys, I could do... If I had 2 faith... Well, not that one. Where is it? I could... So I couldn't do that. I thought I had endurance that causes it to exhaust it. It's a spell I have, a curse. So now, I know this minion's going to die. So if I don't defend... It's allowing him to get 3 extra damage to the temple. So I know the minion's going to die. I'm just negating some damage. He dies anyways, but if he didn't die, I would have to select him to sacrifice the unit. So we have a lot going on board right now, and we're going to use this because watch, this guy only has 1 endurance, so we get rid of that. Bam, 5 power removed from the board, and I get a card draw. Now, we have this minion, and we're going to play it, and it's going to exhaust. Summon is basically a battle cry, if you're familiar with Hearthstone or other card games, or gifts like Inferia. So this will exhaust his little leprechaun, and this guy here will be active. And then this is what I was talking about the turn before. I was hoping to have this. If I had enough faith, like in a defense, I could actually play it. So let's go ahead and play this. I'm just going over the basic, guys. I hope any people who've been playing the game, obviously this is all new for them. Well, we're getting our butt kicked, guys. And this is AI. Look at this. Maybe this deck's not that great. My deck building. Now, okay, look. She's going to die if I don't defend. So it's in my best interest to defend so this tower does not take 2 extra damage. And another thing too, guys, and this is something that a lot of people have been talking about on Discord, or their official Discord. I'll send a link on YouTube when you guys see this. You cannot cancel your moves, and the developers love that idea, and a lot of people do, and some don't. So like right here, I decided to defend, but I can't undo it. So I have to go through with my actions. Same thing with attack. So you need to, what they're trying to do is get a more skill-based interactive experience with the game. So you need to think your moves through, just to give you a heads up, guys. All right, so we have here, we could do this. Now, none of these guys are buffed, but if they were buffed, which shows in green for their power, I could reset their endurance or whatever power they have. Now, we have 6 faith, so are we going to play her, or are we going to kind of flood the board a little bit? The thing is, that's only 2 power. That's so it doesn't really matter. So we're going to do this. because that reduces the cost of our curses, like this one. So we could actually exhaust one of these, so that way it cannot attack next turn. But we're going to do this instead. And this is a summons effect that buffs, and then now he has 2 power, so I have 3 power on board. And this is the extra tool bar information. If you don't have that on in options, you will not see this. Yes, I went over at the beginning of the thing, and I'll recap for you later, PyDog. It is based on mythologies. Greek, Norse, and Japanese are the 3 default, and I'll show you the menu of the other ones too. Okay, so right here he has 4 powers going into here. So that means this guy's going to get 2 powers. So we have no faith, so we can't do any of this. If we had 1, we might have done that a little bit different last turn, guys, where I could have prevented one of these from coming in, but I didn't. We're just not going to defend, unfortunately, because no matter what, it's going to get effect. He loses a minion, he gets a lot of power. But we have this little awesome minion, which will... Now look, we have a couple things here. We have her, which could reset that, so it'll reset him back to 1, which is his base. Temple power plus 2, etc. So I read the books. Oh, okay. I read all the Jackson books and read about different monsters and their stories. Oh, yeah, cool. Oh, really? You're a big Greek mythology. So this might be up your alley, PyDog. It's free on Steam, free to play, early access, just to let you know. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this, but we're not going to... We could get rid of this easily instead of summoning her. So we're going to do this first because, well, it doesn't really matter. But we could actually play this big boy. Actually, I kind of... See, that was actually a misplay, guys. I could have actually played this big boy instead, but we're going to do this. Now, we don't want to reset ours, so we're just going to select that. We get no value, but at least we get a minion on board. Now, he has 2 endurance to work with. He has only 1, so we're going to do this. Is he going to defend? We could give this guy power, but I think... Let's see. Now, a player and AI are 2 different things, so obviously the AI allows it to go through... Probably not a player, but maybe. Reinforcements that can be played on his defending turn. So we're getting our butt kicked here. So what we're going to do is... We have enough to defend this too, and we're going to defend. By the way, guys, there's 2 ways of doing the commands in this game. You could either click on it and drag up to defend, or drag up, or just double click on each for defender or attacking. So just to give you guys a heads up on that. We could do this. Oh, this guy's a cool. When he's declared as defender, remove all enemy units with higher power from the battlefield. So that's an interesting mechanic. We're going to put him on the right. Reason being is we're going to set him up for endurance. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go... We could actually summon Zeus. I was actually thinking about exhausting him so that way it takes a lot of his power off, and I think I'm going to do that. So this minion cannot defend. We're going to do... We can't summon Zeus anymore. We're going to do... Let's see if he's going to defend, and we're going to attack here. Reason is because this defender is going to get another endurance, which will be very helpful as we go continue going. I lose my minion, but I get an endurance, so he's a much better defender now. So he has 4 power coming in. And he's going to attack there. I can let my temple die, or I can defend. But what we're going to do is this, which will take that off the board. So now I only have to worry about 2. And we could use him, or we could just sacrifice her. It's up to me. I kind of like using him because we're going to go for this tower again. So we're going to defend. Double click. So 3 defense. The tower doesn't take any damage. He loses minions, so we're starting to make a recovery. Alright, so here, every time you play a curse, he gains a power. So that's a really nice steamrolly type card. But we're going to put him here, so I could continue to get value out of this minion's endurance. Unfortunately, we cannot summon Zeus. We're going to do... We could force him. I don't... Like I said, this is a little bit different from a human opponent. He's probably going to let it go through. The AI is simple, but a human would probably never do that. So he goes back up, and I hope you guys get the gist of this. I'm probably going to concede in a second so we could get into the real games with real opponents. But as you can see, it's a very interesting game. Okay, now this is a unit loses 2 power. So this is attacking with 5 damage. I have obviously way more than enough to deal with it. But we're going to do this. So it's 3. Actually 2, so it only has 3. We're going to defend. Whoop. Double click. Nothing goes through. I get a card draw. Very good game. And then we go. Oh, is it my turn to call? So what we're going to do is we're going to put another big behemoth down. He's not a behemoth, but I just like calling it that. We're going to summon our god. Remember, you need to be careful with this. And what's good about the god mechanic or the pedestal mechanic is you could use if you start a game with a bad hand, you could use them for early game. So what we're going to do, we have a lot on our board. So we're going to attack, and we're going to go there. Because if he defends, he doesn't. Remember, this is AI, guys, so obviously it would be different with a human opponent. He has to sacrifice a minion. So, and like I said, your god's vulnerable. If he decides, he could send that 4 power to my god. Most likely he won't. He's going to here. I do not want to lose any of these minions, guys. They're too good. So what we're going to do is we're going to defend with him. And we're going to defend with him. Now, another thing that's good, if I didn't attack with Zeus, I could have used Zeus as a resource, by the way. Where I could use him as a defender. But you cannot do that if you attacked. Alright, so we have a lot in our hand. We're going to do, we don't have any of our, we're going to summon Zeus again. We're going to go here because I want to defend this up here. Okay, this is something that's good about the, well, we won't play him now. But we're going to do this as well over here. Because when I do a curse, it will help. And we're going to attack with that as well, 5 power. Then we'll play something else. See, I'm not getting much of a discount on Zeus's Wrath. Okay, there's another good card. So he gets there, so we're keeping our low defender going as much as possible. That's a lot of attack he's going here. I can allow him to take out the temple. We're not going to do that because we don't want to lose any minions on board. 6 for 6. He doesn't get any damage. He loses a bunch of minions. I love this card. Now, this is a good card too, guys. Is if the enemy gets their god on there for defense or whatever you want, you could swipe them back up to their pedestal. So it's kind of an interesting mechanic. You usually want to use that faith, save faith, to use that on their attacking turn. All right, so let's see here. We don't have any valve. We're going to do this. All right, so we're going to summon. We're going to attack there. We're only going to do 1 to there. Let's see if he baits it. Well, actually, we'll do this. He has 3 power, so he could have blocked it, but the AI decided not to. So he's going to lose a 1-cost minion. One second, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. So, anyways, I think you guys get the gist of it. So, there's 2 attack here. We're going to sacrifice our 1 guy, defend, and we basically should have this next turn. Alright, so we're going to do this. Target loses 2 power. Doesn't really matter which one you choose. I guess you could put it on the 4 if you choose to. Oh, we could have played that, but we're going to do this. Because we have more power on board then it can defend. So like here, like if you click up, same thing. So we have 13 power going in. Choose target, bam. He does defend, but there's not enough power. So I win the game. Very cool. So let's go ahead and test our Zeus deck on a real opponent or two. Okay, guys, it wasn't a bug. My internet went out, so as I was streaming, my decks disappeared and everything like that, and I couldn't log back in the game. I thought something was a bug, but no. I'll edit that out of YouTube so you guys won't see the downtime. But let's go ahead and continue. I just finished the tutorial. I hope you guys saw that and get the gist of the game. Let's go ahead and test my deck on the ranked ladder. We're going to do this. If it sucks, we'll use the Japanese one. How does the internet go down when you're right in the middle of a stream? How rude. Looks like everything's back. Hopefully Pie Dog and Cranberry and the others come back. We'll play some games and then we'll wrap up this episode of Indie Corner. Okay, guys, it's free to play, no risk. Download it. It's on Steam. And have a good time with it. If you guys are fans of card games, it's a unique twist. Like Pie Dog, if you're into Greek mythology, this might be right up your alley. And I'll go over towards the end, Pie Dog, we'll go over some of the menus for it. Oh, not many online tonight. There we go. Not too bad. Alright, so let's minimize that. We don't want any of this. Confirm. So this is Ares, and I do not know what kind of decks they have. I think he's more of a so I go second. That's actually a good deck. I might add that in my Maya. Let's see. We could exhaust him actually. The reason being is that it can't attack next turn. I kind of think that's a good play. So he's taken out of the game. Oh, and you can't emote. Go to your right mouse, click on your little dude, and then you could do that. And you can also do it when it's over here, wherever he is. All right, he's gonna attack which temple? Oh, now for this, I'm not gonna defend because I'm willing to sacrifice. I don't want to lose the 2/2, so I'm not gonna defend. And now I have to sacrifice my 1 minion. Now let's hope we can actually win, guys, because I do not know how. Well, we can actually put Zeus down and force him. We're gonna do that. Instead of playing that, because we don't have any curses in hand anyways. We're going to do... I could force him to get rid of that minion, and I think that's what we're going to do. Let's see if my opponent will allow me to attack, and he does. And he loses this minion. Now he stays, goes back, I'm not stays, go back up to his pedestal, and he's coming back down. So, he has obviously no other card to play. He has 2 faith. And is he going to attack Zeus? Or is he going to attack a temple? Now, we don't want to lose that. But unfortunately, I attacked last turn with Zeus, so I cannot use him as defender. If I didn't attack, I could have. So, in this case, she's going to die. I'm not going to allow the tower to take 2 bits damage. This is a real good card, by the way, especially if you have a couple in your hand. Okay, so we have 5 faith. We're going to put him down. And we'll pass. Unfortunately, he's a very weak minion, and my opponent's going to be very much ahead. Wow, he must have a bad hand or what? Oh, there he goes. Is he going to go to the center temple, or is he going to get... And he does. Now, I can't defend. It means 1 point of damage is going anyway, so we're going to negate a damage, because the card's going to die. There's no reason, guys, to let your tower take an extra bit of damage. Alright, so we need to get something on board. We could put him down and play Zeus. You know what? I think we're going to do that. I know that's not a lot of power. This other one's better, but I'm not going to attack because I'm going to use his health as a resource this turn. Remember, there's 2 ways to win. If you could take down 10 damage on Zeus right now, which you... I don't think he can. He wins the game. Okay, so he has a pretty... So what is he going to do? Is he going to go to the center? So I'm going to attack with 1 power. Or no, he's attacking with 3 power. Where's he going? Now, honestly, should I defend with Zeus and him? He's going to die anyways. All it's going to do is prevent this tower from taking damage. I don't know if I'm willing to let Zeus take... I mean, that's 3 points. That dies, so I mean, what's the point? The only thing is I'm taking... preserving this, and we're not going to defend. Nah. I don't think it was a good... It might have been a misplay. I don't know. Like I said, I'm still new to this game, so I have no idea what I'm doing is right. So we will do this because she's... We might... Yeah, we'll save her, and then we'll save him. We're going to do this. Let's get a minion on board. We're kind of behind, guys. And this is not something I really want in my hand, but what it does is it thins my deck a bit. So now I have cheaper curses that could come out. Well, he's going to go in with at least 4 power, right? Well, I think we're going to lose, guys. We're way behind. I had no idea this is the first deck I've made. Chances are it sucks. He's probably going to go to the left tower, I'm assuming. So this gets power. Ooh, 5 damage. We're way behind. Really? He's going to go 5 to there? Wouldn't it have been better elsewhere? There's no point in defending because it's going to take more than it's going to take 3 damage even if I do. So that tower's done, so he's ahead of the game. And damn, guys, we're really behind. We don't have good early game. This deck might suck, so we could put him down. He's a big defender. And I think we will. We need to get some tempo going. We could do this, but we get value out of this. Put him down to 1, and then we could summon our god, but I don't know if that's a good... Let's get more power on the board, guys. Oh, yeah, Pie Dog, my internet went out during it. What part of this... When did the stream end? I was doing the tutorial, and I was just finishing up when I noticed my internet went out. No, I didn't see any of your messages, Pie Dog, except for the one where you read some books. We're going to defend here, guys, because we don't want him to start getting a lot of power. Ooh, wait. This will get the power, huh? We're going to defend. Alright, so let's do... Ooh, misplay, guys. I wanted the 6 power here so I could get the value out of it. We'll have to... Actually, we'll recover from that. We'll do this. We're not going to put all our bread into one basket with him. We're going to spread the wealth. I went back to Mags and heard another Discord notification join. I don't know if the bot messed up. Oh, no, it did. So it would have sent out 2 notifications because unfortunately my internet went out. So I don't think the bot messed up. Now, he's doing 1 bit of damage. Where is he? Oh, he's doing 5 bits of damage. Unfortunately, we have to make a decision. We're going to lose 7, so we'd have to use several of these. I kind of don't want to take 7 and let him get that value, guys. This will be out of control. Unfortunately, we're going to have to defend. Luckily, we keep 1 minion, and he loses 2, and this does not get a lot of value. So what we're going to do is... This one is awesome because watch. It's going to buff up my little leprechaun here. And that's so important. We could get rid of this, or we could take a thing off of his... Well, first we're going to do is put Zeus down. Now I have a decision to make, guys. I could attack, which I'm going to. Do I take out... Ooh, I think... It's better this. I know it doesn't die, but now he has less options. And if he defends, he'll lose it. So let's do... You know, I'm really tempted just to go there. By the way, you saw the time limit on there. Oh, wow, he doesn't. So he's just going to sacrifice one of his minions. Hey, I get something off the board, though. And he has 6, so I'll be able to defend that. Now, he obviously has a lot coming in. It's going to be an issue. Oh, yeah, guys, he has so much tempo. He has a better deck than me. He could actually, if he wanted to, be very aggressive and go towards my god. And he'd actually... That's probably what he's doing. Yeah. So, I might have lost the game, right? Well, let's see if we can defend. We have to defend... No! Oh, shoot. I apologize for my dog, guys. Did my internet go out again? So I can't seem to... Weird, I couldn't defend, so that's weird. Not sure what happened there. I should have been able to defend with the leprechaun unless something glitched out. Am I still online? Let me check. Quiet, Roasty. Yeah, I'm still online. Alright, weird, guys. I should have been able to defend there. Not sure what happened. My leprechaun had 6 power and 1 endurance. Should have been able to negate some of that damage. But, as you can see, putting your god on the off the pedestal is a risk. Not sure what happened there. I had to double check on the video. Maybe it was exhausted. I didn't notice. Only one of them were exhausted from my perspective. So not sure why I couldn't defend with the leprechaun. But anyways, I would have most likely lost that game because my deck I don't think is that good. We'll see. We could switch to a different one if need be, to the Japanese. I think it's a little bit more stable. Alright, we're searching for an opponent. Alright. We're going to get rid of that. We will keep that helpless, though. Alright, we got a decent start, guys. We're against a different opponent this time. So what's that's good is it allows me to use this for 1 less, so that costs 1. This is 0 faith now. And I apologize, guys, for the dog. He hurts. I had to open up the windows, as you can see, when I restarted the stream because it is very summer, and you know how that is. All right, are we gonna? We're gonna do this. We're not gonna use our little dude. We're gonna go here, force him to sack one of his units. I've noticed that most people allow that one temple to go, unless, of course, there's a reason to defend. So they don't seem too concerned about that. Oh, she's coming down with that. I don't have power to defend. Oh wow, wow, wow. Oh, she does that for defense, because that minion cannot attack. Well, he's going to die, so we're going to negate. Like this situation, you do defend. Reason being is the minion's going to die. So, negate 1 point of damage. At least I think of it. I don't know if that's... Oh, this is so GG there, guys. We could actually put him down. He can't attack, but he can defend. So we could develop, use Zeus and develop, and we're probably going to do that. Watch. We actually could save it. See? Oh, we could actually send that back to pedestal too. Interesting, interesting. I could send her back to her pedestal. Oh, it doesn't really matter because she can't defend. I was thinking if she was on a defensive. We could send this guy out and just get some draw, card draw, because he's going to defend if I go there. If I go there, he's going to defend. So let's do this. He might not defend if I go there, though. Let's do it. Let's see what he does. We could actually get rid of it, but we'll do it later. Alright, so yeah, cool. There's no reason to use that. So he's attacking for 2. Where's he going? Is he going to go to the hero? Might as well. Or he wants card draw. Ooh. That was such a... But we have this, though. I'm glad I waited. I guess in the theory it doesn't really matter, right? And no defense. So he doesn't get value on that buffing it up. Placement's very important in this game. So we're going to do this. And then we have this too in case our opponent does some stuff with his hero. This hero I don't think is very aggressive, so but it could be. Well, she just obviously had a bad hand, so it's cool. Oh, he's probably going to go here, forcing me to defend. We're not going to lose our minion here. We don't have enough faith. If we had enough faith, guys, we can force the enemy leader to return their pedestal, and that would negate the attack. But unfortunately, we do not. It's very important also to plan ahead on your... get rid of that. Ooh, we could have... We're not going to send it now. What we're going to do is actually... That was kind of a little bit of a misplay, guys. Because I could have actually... got a cheaper curse, but oh well, that's okay. Now, this is where we're going to use our little pedestal trick called to the heavens. So when she attacks, I'm assuming she's going to attack, we're going to do this because we have enough faith. Nah, you're not going to get anything there, sweet cheeks. Bye-bye. Go back home. Now, we don't have to defend because there's no damage. So, are we going to develop this big dude? And I think we are. He's not going to allow this to die, by the way. What we will do, we're going to force him to defend because he's not going to allow me to get... We could actually send this in so we guarantee to get this buffed. But do we really... We're ahead on board, guys, so I kind of think I'm going to do that. That way we're guaranteed to get this minion a endurance point. And we got the leprechaun to help. We don't have faith for her attack this time, unfortunately, but that's okay. If he goes center, we're going to have to defend. But she knows I'm going to defend. Interesting. She just wants to get a endurance off, and unfortunately we have to. Luckily, it was only 4. Ooh. So nice. That is something I would love to have 2 copies of this, but I don't. That's something that would be awesome if you're way behind. Okay, so what we're going to do... So watch this. He loses an endurance, but... he gets a lot of power. And then we have this for next turn, so we're going to go ahead and turn. We have a lot of power on board right now, guys. Unfortunately, this only has 1 endurance. It lost 1, but we could go here next turn to force him to... Oh, so 6. Ooh, where's he going to go? We're going to have to... It depends on where he's going. We might let him... Oh, no, we're not going to sacrifice anything. I put it here so I could, I'm trying to be a little greedy, see if I could get him an endurance point next turn. We have faith to use that in case the god comes down. Oh, well, here we go. Wow, okay, that's such a huge tempo turn. And there's no way I could deal with that. Alright, we could actually by getting rid of that, but we're not going to do that. We're going to do this. See, I don't have the good dex cards, guys. We're gonna summon our... Ooh, this is risky, though, actually. Let's see if he's gonna defend. We're also gonna do this. Ooh, see, they only have 1 endurance, so... it doesn't... I guess we'll spread the wealth. He's going to do... Oh, he doesn't defend. Wow, interesting. Well, that's such a great draw for us because we could negate some stuff. Wow, look at this guy has some good stuff. Wow, okay, so he's going to go here. We could take 6 power off of that, but is it really worth it? I mean, not 6-2, so it would only be 4. You use these 2 to defend. I think it's just better to do this. Well, now I'm kind of thinking we could have actually sacrificed him, but I see you can't. You cannot. What is it called? Cancel your. We could take this off the board, basically make it a useless mini, or we could take 2 power off of him. That's good. We're not going to summon our dude, though. Yeah, we'll summon him. Let's do something real cool. We have some faith to work with. We're going to do this. There. 3. That'll force him to use one of these guys. Well, obviously the 4 one. So we'll get 1 point of stuff off of that, so we could potentially get rid of it. Interesting. He let it go through. Well, he's getting a better board, guys. We do have all fail safe, but ooh, that's such a big tempo swing for him. Does it really matter? I really don't want him getting... Well, we're going to do this to just make it weaker, because that way it's going to be getting an endurance. So now it's only 2 things, so it's not so bad. We can actually get rid of this board, guys. But before we do that, we're going to do it no matter what. Or we could get more value out of it. Let's do this real quick. Let's see if he'll defend. We're going to use him as just put him down there to see what happens. I don't know if this is a good play, but I want to take this. Ooh, he defends. Okay. We get rid of that. So maybe we're not too out of it, guys. We have a lot of faith. We're going to send this back up to her. Oh gosh, it floods the board so much. I don't know if this deck's good, but we'll see. It's... Ooh, that's 6 damage. He could actually go here. 8, huh? I guarantee you he's going to go... He's going to go for the god. No, he doesn't. I mean, we really don't need to send it back because it's going to die. You know what we're going to do, dude? Guys? Is... Oh, this is so risky. We're going to just kill all of our things and claim on board. I wanted to wait for more, but it's so much power coming in, and we needed to do that. We take a lot of damage though, but you know, each their own. So we're gonna have to play this. We get no value, but let's develop the board. We're going to keep this just in case she attacks next turn. Or he. Oh, a giant. Maybe we should have waited. Oh, man. We're just getting our butt kicked. We can't deal with these insane boards. So that way he doesn't get any value. Let's just get stuff on board. Is he going to defend is the question. We're going to see. He's going to have to defend because otherwise this unit dies. Yeah. At least we got one bit of endurance on it, so it was well worth it. Ooh, wow. Priest of the Fallen. Has so much... So... He doesn't attack. Ooh. We need some card draw, guys. Ooh, you know, this is a risk. I've totally forgot that... Emplacement's bad. Look at her. Well, we're going to do this. We're going to choose so it gets rid of it. Him. We could actually go here and get rid of this tempo. Hold on. No, Rusty. Quiet. Forcing him to sacrifice or defend. And we could exhaust this unit, which means he has to defend with the... Ooh, we're going to exhaust this one. Because he either defend or not. Right. There we go. Ooh, taking too much turn. And he's going to lose this one bit minion. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Alright, so he doesn't lose anything, but we get rid of a big threat on board. Wow, look at this. You see, her thing is such a good power. Yeah, guys, we need another desk thing because we're kind of falling way behind again. But, hey, I don't think the deck's good. Obviously, I don't have a lot of cards. I kind of put something together for... we can do this, though. So we do have some more power and we're defend. I don't want to let him get any tempo. I see still not enough. Alright, so what are we going to do here? I think we need to play a little bit conservative. We're not going to do anything else. We could go here and he could sacrifice that. I don't know if it's worth it though. So we get more power, but unfortunately this can't defend, and we're not going to put down this because he could just easily take out my god. Yeah, guys, I don't think we're gonna. We're in a bad position right now, and our minions are so good. And he's gonna attack the temple. 7 coming in. Yeah, we're gonna probably concede. We're gonna have to lose one. And he's not gonna lose. That's gonna be all. He loses nothing in this attack. I hate losing this guy though, but I think that's the worst one. But I don't have enough card draw. But anyways, as you see, this is a really cool game, guys. I highly recommend you giving it a try. But we've lost. It's just we couldn't deal with it. Let's do a Japanese one. I don't know if this deck's good. I'll probably have to decide to do a little bit different with it, but we get some rewards. I think we'd be able to open up a pack. And as you see, I'm leveling up as well. So we get some gold, guys. Alright, let's open some packs and try Japanese, see if we get a little... As you see, people have access to cards for a while, so they're going to have better stuff than anyone who begins. That's where they're like any card games, no negativity. All card games are like that. You start out nothing and you have to build yourself up. Let's see if we get some good stuff. Plus, I don't know if that deck's good. It's kind of based on curses, and that might not be the best way. I might want to do more minion-based Zeus deck. I'll see what on Discord. Anyways, I don't think I have all these. I know I have one of those. I don't think I have the Silverback Pegasus, so that's kind of nice. I definitely have that. So let's see if we have any duplicates. Yeah, we do. All right, cool, cool. So what we're going to do is... Did I build this one? See, I don't know if I built it for her synergy or not. Different that we could actually give it a try, but let's do the Japanese. Let's see if we can get a win. Well, we already got a win, but we have 2 losses and wins, so we're 1 for 2. Not exactly great. Alright, let's see if we get a worthy opponent. I appreciate everyone coming by for this episode of Indie Corner. It will be a recap on YouTube soon where I'll edit both streams, put them together, cut out the part that was dead. That way it doesn't look weird or not weird. See what people going on. Because on YouTube, they're like, what the heck is he talking about? And then we'll have links for the developers' website and their official Discord. And you guys could join that if you're interested. It's a really cool game. That's what Indie Corner is about, finding those little hidden gems and sharing it with the world, right? At least that's the plan. Alright. So we're Japanese versus Japanese. This is actually such a great card, by the way. As you see, it loses... Costs 1 less. It resets... equals out, becomes equal to its endurance. So it's a pretty good card. Alright, so we get... We're going to play, it doesn't really matter which one because it's the same text. Pass. She has 8 health, only 1 power though. Ooh, so that's pretty big for us, but we could actually do the same to hers, but we're not going to because what we could do is summon our hero, but I kind of rather develop a minion with some power. And it gets a buff because of her pedestal power. And which might be negated right now because she's probably going to go center to force me to defend. Yeah, and she does. And of course we're going to. We're not going to lose that minion. Alright, so we could get rid of that, but we're going to wait. You kind of want to play this a little bit later, but we could use a temple. We could actually summon her and force her to... We're going to do this instead. Plus we got enough... We could go here, but I don't really care about losing that. I want to get this guy back. Back to getting a health. And that is actually really good. Because we could gain 10 power or whatever. Now she's going to go center again, but... This looks similar to Hearthstone and Magic. Interesting take. Or interesting... Alright, so again, she's going center. We have to defend because I don't want to lose that minion. Alright, so let's do this. Get something big on board. And it gets... I love this Japanese hero. I still think this is probably one of my favorite leaders in the game. Or gods in the game. Speaking of magic, just made gold. Oh, wow, nice. Thinking of which, I'm going to grind some magic after this, I believe. Okay, so let's look here, guys. We have 7 faith. We're going to definitely play this over here. And buff this guy up. So look at that. Huh? And plus we have this. And we have this. And we have enough... I have to redo my Zeus deck, guys, because I think the Zeus deck is going to be more minion-based than curse-based. I think that's the way to go, but we'll see. This could defend. This has... You know what? We're going to do this. We're going to be aggressive, guys. Because she doesn't have enough power... Wow, so let's all go through, huh? Okay. That guy gets his endurance back. We don't have any faith, though. He has 3 coming in. What is he going to do? Ooh. We could sacrifice that, but should we allow it? Or we could just use this to defend. This is an interesting turn, guys, because I don't really want to lose the two. I kind of maybe just defend with this guy. He's been kind of sitting back, and we're going to. I know I'm defending that tower. A lot of people let it go through, but we'll see. What's good is... God, that guy's so buffed up. But let's take 3 powers off her board. If I go here, he's just going to sacrifice this guy. We're going to do that, because we're guaranteed to get this bad boy buffed. Much better game this time, guys. My Zeus deck must suck. Nah, I just don't think it's enough minions and too much curse. We'll refine it. Oh, wow. So he's starting to get some stuff, though, guys. Where is he going to go? Where is he going to go? Now, we could just let it go through to lose this. Ooh, we could do this, though, and defend with it. Yeah, I know I'm defending a lot, but I don't want to lose any minions. Oh, that's good. All right, so let's do... Let's do this. I wonder if he's going to defend. Probably not. Let's put some pressure, guys. Let's put some pressure. Here's a fox. He can't afford to take... Ooh, what's his game plan? He must have something because we're virtually on a win. All he has to do is one bit of damage to that one over there. Interesting, interesting. He's flooding the board, though. Oh. Was he going to go for my god? Ooh, wow, he really loves that temple. We're not going to defend, guys. Not this time. We could, but we're not going to defend this time. We'll sacrifice the little blue moon, little moon. But we're going to put him down, put her down. So how much power does he have? He has 5, 6, 7. Well, it's all in, baby. He doesn't have 19. And we get our win. Much better with this than the Zeus deck. So we're, what, 2 for 2, guys? Not bad at all. And good game. You could emote. Well played. Now you negated some of it, but unfortunately, only need to do 1 bit of damage, and there we go. Very good game, guys. I cannot wait to get good cards for this. What's it called? Worlds of Myth. It's an interesting game, guys. I really hope you guys, if you're into card games, please give it a try. We want to support indie developers as much as possible, and it's a lot of fun. Like I said, nothing's finalized here. And PyDoc, since you're here, if you're still here, you want me to show you the other gods and mythologies real quick? Let me know. If not, we're going to wrap things up. I do appreciate everyone coming by. I apologize for the internet issues during the stream. I was doing tutorial, so it wasn't too bad. You saw the real battles live content. I will be streaming this game fairly often. As I build a collection, it'll be a lot better. I'm going to do it on my personal channel most likely, or our sub channel, I should say. It's personal, technically, or sometimes on Project COE. So we'll see about where we're going to stream it. So PyDog seems to have been AFK, so we're going to wrap things up. Like, again, there's a $1,500 tournament you can enter. I plan on entering it, but unfortunately I don't have great decks. I'm thinking about buying this. Oh, I am going to buy it, but I'm probably going to buy it before that. I thought I bought this. Maybe not. Maybe not. Who knows? Anyways, I wanted to say wrap up this episode of Indie Corner. The YouTube will have the what's going on here? No, it's probably bugged out. Apologize. Remember, it is early alpha, guys, so there will be bugs or hiccups, or I'm going offline again. So anyways, I want to end this episode of Indie Corner. Please join our Discord if you want. The link should be down below in the panels. And on YouTube, you will see the recap. It'll be edited, all the dead space out in the downtime, and we will have the official Discord for the developer and their information there. Thank you, and take care, and I hope you guys give World of Myths a try. It's a good game. Bye, guys.